I want to talk about something that just happened at the Supreme Court that really matters, even if it didn't make every headline the way it should have. In June 2025, the Supreme Court decided Trump v. Casa. The case started because of an executive order that tried to take away birthright citizenship from some kids born in the U.S., specifically, children of undocumented or certain temporary status immigrants. Let's be clear about what that means. Birthright citizenship is guaranteed by the 14th Amendment. That amendment was written after the Civil War to make sure formerly enslaved Black Americans would be citizens. Full stop. It's part of our history, our law, and our national promise. If you are born here, you belong here. But this executive order tried to carve exceptions out of that promise. When people sued, lower federal courts issued nationwide injunctions to block the policy everywhere. That's important. A nationwide injunction means no matter where you live, you are protected from an unconstitutional policy. But the Supreme Court just ruled that federal courts can't do that anymore. They said judges can only block a policy for the specific people who sued, not the whole country. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson wrote a dissent that didn't hold back. She called the ruling profoundly dangerous. Why? Because now, unconstitutional laws can be struck down in one state, but keep going in others. She called it intermittent lawlessness. Your rights can literally depend on your zip code, your state, or whether you have the money and resources to sue. And let's think about who that hits the hardest. Not the wealthy, not people with legal teams on speed dial. It hits immigrants. It hits Black and brown communities. It hits low-income neighborhoods, where people don't have the time or money to file lawsuit after lawsuit in every jurisdiction. Jackson's dissent warns that this ruling weakens the court's ability to check presidential power. It's not just about immigration policy. It's about any policy that threatens constitutional rights. Abusive policing, unfair bail practices, voter suppression laws, discriminatory surveillance. If those are ruled unconstitutional in one place, they could still keep going somewhere else. It fragments the fight for justice. It forces communities to keep spending their limited resources fighting the same battle over and over. And for those of us who know our history, we know the 14th Amendment wasn't a gift. It was fought for, bled for, demanded because Black people were being denied citizenship after emancipation. When we talk about denying birthright citizenship today, it's not some abstract legal question. It's part of the same old question. Who really belongs here? Who is a real American? Who has rights? Justice Jackson put it simply. The Constitution is not a suggestion in some places and binding in others. If we want a country that lives up to its own ideals, we can't accept a system where rights are optional, depending on geography or wealth. So what do? We pay attention. We talk about it. We organize. We stand in solidarity with immigrants, with Black and brown communities, with everyone fighting for equal rights. Because even if the court limits what one judge can do, it can't stop what informed, united, and determined people can do together. Thanks for listening. Let's keep talking about it, and let's do something about it.